Hello, my name is Peter Dunsmore, and in this video series I'm going to show you the techniques I used to make this box. This is a piece of MDF that I'll be using for the top. I've already veneered the underside, which will be on the inside of the box lid. Now we're going to lay the burr onto the top side. Now to glue this, I'll use some PVA adhesive. Now I know that the burr is a little bit smaller than the top here, and eventually it'll be trimmed to 30mm smaller than the size of the box. So I'll just spread some PVA out. So this is a wallpaper seam roller, and they're very useful just for spreading the adhesive nice and evenly. Not too thickly, because it will just bleed through any little holes in the wood. Nice and evenly. It doesn't matter if it goes over the edge at the minute. Not at this stage. Just spread it so there's enough glue on it. Get the veneer. And lay it in position. Now we could put a chipboard straight on top, but any slight undulation or imperfections in the wood, you really want a nice soft surface between the chipboard and the burr. And what I find useful is an offcut of an old carpet tile. It's nice and firm one side, it's got the carpet on the other side, which follows any sort of imperfections in the timber. And there's a little bit of flexibility in it, and it makes a perfect softener, if you like, between the chipboard and the base. Now we can put the chipboard back in place. Another piece on the underside. Now we'll just put the clamps on. Spread the load evenly. Work fairly quickly because the MDF and the veneer absorbs the glue very, very quickly. So it will start drying very, very quickly. And what we're going to do, just work our way around. There we go. And we're going to leave that just for a few moments, because once the glue has dried on the MDF and the burr is stuck properly down, it's very, very difficult to remove any afterwards. Now what I plan to do is to take the clamps off in a few moments, and while the glue's still slightly tacky, trim the burr 30mm away from the edge of the MDF, and that way we can remove the waste before the glue is fully hardened. After a few moments, remove all the clamps. Lift off the chipboard. Lift off the carpet tile, and there's a nice flat burr. You see the glue's still a bit tacky because it hasn't gone off, but it's at this stage that we need to measure in 30mm from the edge. Let's measure in 30mm from the edge. sharp knife, nice straight edge, and 2 or 3 passes through the burr down to the MDF. You can feel when you're through, and then slide a chisel underneath and remove the waste. If you leave it till the glue's actually gone hard, you'll pull some of the MDF up with it, and then that causes problem at the next stage when you're trying to put the veneers on, because they won't lie flat. So really it's important to trim this before the glue has gone off. You could argue that you could use some plywood as the substrate, and that's probably possibly even better, but it's a little bit difficult to get hold of good quality 6mm plywood, but that could be if you've got access to it, that would probably be better. But even then, if you let the glue go off, it will still pull up some of the fibres. So MDF, it's flat, it's stable, it takes a good finish, and so long you trim it quickly, it works very well. So trim this side, cut through the veneer. You need a sharp chisel, and press the back of the chisel flat onto the MDF as you're cutting it. Two, three. Press the flat of the chisel, the back of it, flat onto the MDF. Push it underneath and just lift the veneer off without any damage to the MDF. There you go. Look at that. Now, put the carpet tile back in place. Press it down. Put it aside to dry thoroughly until the next stage. And then I'll show you how to put a little bit of inlay, black inlay banding or stringing around the perimeter. But before that, we'll have to stick the top into the box. Now, put that aside to dry thoroughly. I'm Peter Dunsmore. Thank you for watching this episode. See you next time.